Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of December 13th. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, it's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. Now, a very small percentage of my viewers are subscribed, so if you're somebody who watches my videos and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow, and so does tapping the like button, both completely free. So let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. We'll make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Page of Cups. So really like to see this for you here on the bottom. You know, this could talk about potentially someone coming into your life romantically. This can mean that you find out that you have someone has a crush on you, or you may get word from somebody that you have a crush on, or something like that. It's kind of interesting that playful language, that crush energy is present to me in the Page of Cups for some reason, because pages can represent younger people or people who are young at heart. And so I get that kind of energy when I think about the Page of Cups card. But on another level, you know, this Page of Cups can indicate that you are potentially looking to be a creative channel in some area of your life, looking to flex your creativity in a portion of your path at this moment. And so that can come in the form of a work project, a side hustle, finding a creative solution to something in your life as well. That's kind of what else I'm kind of feeling here, especially as you have this Eight of Pentacles in the future. You know, some of you may be connecting with those energies in your life, getting creative here as well. On another level, the Page of Cups can represent that there's happy news coming into your life, which I definitely think is on the table here for some of you. Now, taking a look, you have a pretty big reading here, okay? There are definitely changes coming in. It's a really nice energy, but you do have, I think, maybe one big challenge here, a couple other maybe that could be coming in, but let's get into this. So the Seven of Swords in the middle, this middle card informs the rest of the cards, or at least it helps informs the rest of the cards. And this Seven of Swords can be someone that's maybe just not as they appear. Okay, this is the energy of deception. I've seen it play out pretty heavily for people in the workplace. If there's like workplace gossip or people, you know, talking about you behind your back, things along those lines. This is like the biggest card indicating backstabbing energy or something along those lines with this Seven of Swords. And so when I get this, I do just like to warn, especially in these sort of career type, when there's career energy or work energy, to just be careful that you're not giving information to somebody that you don't fully trust, because you never know what may be going on. And along with that, this Seven of Swords could indicate self-deception as well. What could be coming in for some of you Geminis is that you find like a true and actual love connection, but you're denying it for some reason, like you're robbing yourself of something, which can also be read with the Seven of Swords. And so, yeah, maybe something to consider, but we'll expand on that as we go along. In the past, you have the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the World. So this Ten of Wands is somebody who is sort of carrying the weight of the world on their back here. You can see they're kind of fighting an uphill battle. And so it can talk about maybe being overwhelmed, exhausted, having to deal with a lot of things all at once, that type of energy. But this Ten of Wands also talks about how each one of these wands that this person is carrying represents experience earned or knowledge gained along the way. And so it says that you are experienced, you know what you're doing. This is not your first time around this issue. And So I always do like to say that that 10 of Wands indicates that the universe chose you to carry a burden for a reason, okay? And it's because you can see it through to the end. So keep that in mind. You have this Ace of Wands here as well. This is a really nice energy. This is passion projects. Some of you starting a side hustle with the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. If it's not something that you're like earning money on, it's something like, I don't know, maybe you're like learning how to paint, or you're learning how to draw, or you're learning graphic design, or you're making something. Like there's something here where you're flexing your creative skills in your life with this Ace of Wands energy. It's all about the Ace of Wands, if there was ever a card, actually you have the two. If there were two cards that I had to choose for starting something, it would be the Ace of Wands and the Fool. The Fool number one, the Ace of Wands number two. That is excellent sign that whatever you're starting right now could be quite successful. You have this World card as well. So you've completed a cycle recently. Something came to an end here, and you're now starting this new cycle, okay? Because the World starts off the Fool starts off the hero's journey through the major arcana. The World ends it. But you have the World in the past. So you've completed something recently, and now as one chapter ends, another begins, right? And it's the start of a new chapter for you, Gemini. And so it's really nice energy. But let's go ahead and keep moving forward here. In the middle, you have the Fool, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So this Fool energy is really sticking out to me now that I've recognized that you have this Ace of Wands in the past. This is you going for it, okay? The Fool really only comes forward when you're ready, and it's when you're ready for a powerful new beginning in your life. The Fool steps forward without attachments to the past, and they allow the universe to guide them on some sort of big journey towards something new. So with this energy, they know they're going somewhere, but they don't know where they're going yet. And I definitely love to see that for you in the middle here. And I feel like it's building on this spark of the past with the Ace of Wands that came into your life. This could have been a download. The Ace of Wands can represent invitations or gifts from the universe, downloads from the universe, something like that happening here. And you have this Nine of Cups as well, which is a card of wishes coming true. And, this talks about the fulfillment of a wish or a dream, right? This is one of the big dream cards. You can see this person's holding up their cup. Things are going well in their small business. And, presumably customers are coming in. Things are happening here. And so definitely love to see that energy. This Ace of Wands Fool situation, this new start, this new thing, this new energy, maybe around creativity or creative energy, is what you've wanted to do. It's almost going to, I almost see you being extremely happy around these things that you're starting. So yeah. Now in the future, you have the Death card, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. So the Death card simply implies change, but more so change, it's more about transformations, okay? It's not a basic change. The Death card's the death of the old you. It's the old Gemini dying and the new Gemini being formed as you complete this World cycle and you start this new Fool cycle here, right? And so it doesn't imply death or dying. It talks about, it's actually a good energy because it's all about embracing transformations and change in your life. This can mean that you're acquiring stability in some area here, as you have this Four of Wands. This is a card of marriage. If you are here for love, it could mean that with the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands, there's a long-term marriage partner coming in. I feel like this is in the future. I don't feel like it's right now. I actually just feel with this Four of Wands, like it's talking about setting foundations and achievements for yourself here. And you have this Eight of Pentacles as well, which is someone who is working away late at night, as you can see here. But this is the major talent card in the tarot. This person is also a divine channel for creation. If you've ever done any sort of creative work, you know that you're channeling a higher power to help that thing come through. And this person's wrapping up their latest creation. There are other creations here hanging up on the wall or on the ceiling above them. With the Page of Cups, it's like maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a designer, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just somebody who works with their hands, or you build something, or you have a special talent in whatever it is that you do. And that's really growing here in this week. So I love this. Let's go ahead and see what else we have coming through. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and really appreciate you being here. Check out my website as well, zaneintuitive.com. There's a link to that in the description. You can sign up for my email list. All right, let's take a look here. We have Serapis Bay. Move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here, ascension. I feel like you're moving up in a big way, okay? Whatever's, I'm not getting as challenging energy from the Seven of Swords as I usually do. We'll see what comes forward, but I get the sense that this is, if there is a liar or a backstabber or somebody who's not as they appear, it's a test, okay? It's a challenge from the universe. You have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. Choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand, and you have hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours, recognize your divine worth, choose loving thoughts. You know, this Kuan Yin card, the author of the Oracle deck associates it with Reiki, healing, and alternative energy therapies, alternative energy modalities. You know, some of you may be trying something spiritual here in this week, and maybe as you roll into 2022 as well. I think you're nurturing the creative side of yourself, and I think you're doing what your soul is trying to tell you, maybe even what your body is trying to tell you to do with some sort of project or creative venture. You choose a new direction. This could mean you going and doing something with a new business. You have ask your angels and it's up to you. The world is yours here, Gemini. What do you want, right? What do you want? I think if you're not clear on what you want at this point, it's time to get clear. That's what the cards are saying. That could simply be what that Seven of Swords means, which is just simply, you know, you want something new. You know you want a new direction with the Fool and the Ace of Wands as you complete the cycle of the world in the past. But it's like, do you know what that thing is yet? Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so you have the High Priestess, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Wands. More downloads energy right here with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, around this new start, Page of Wands can indicate a job opportunity or offer. In fact, out of all of the pages, that's the one most closely associated with offers in work, in opportunities, in those areas. But in this case, it feels more like a download. You know, it feels like more like just some sort of inspired idea that you're following up on with the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups even. The High Priestess suggests that there are secrets potentially that were hidden from you that are now coming to the surface. You know, yeah, hidden knowledge here with the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. I don't get the sense that that's going to be in the dark for too long. The High Priestess will find the answer. And the other thing is, this is a major card of intuition for you. So some of you may realize that like you need to approach what you're doing differently as it's with the Ten of Wands, but also as the King of Pentacles is below, which is somebody who's working extremely, extremely hard, doing the same thing day in and day out to achieve success, luxury, and high status. And so, yeah, I feel like some of you are recognizing that there may be changes that need to be made, and you're following up on it. Yeah, look, I mean, this Eight of Wands, love that energy. Okay, you have the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like it's less about someone maybe gossiping and less about maybe someone backstabbing and more about you complicating something or you overworking yourself with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Ten of Wands twice, you know, high stress, I feel like, or just lots of overwhelming feeling. You may be piling things on at this time, and I get the sense that you're wanting to, this new start that's coming through here very clearly is in something that comes easy and natural to you, is what I get the sense that's coming forward. Ace of Pentacles, so we have two aces now. We had one right here. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. New starts in the material, new starts in passion projects, signing off on things, you know, getting started. And it's almost like there's a sense that the world is yours, the universe is yours here. Gemini is if you're not clear on what that thing is, it's certainly potentially a message for you to get clear. The Eight of Wands, love that energy. Okay, it's talking about good news, good communication, swift action, quick moving event that brings about good news. You know, phone calls, messages, text messages, emails, long distance communication. traveling, meeting somebody while you travel, all sorts of really good energy with that Eight of Wands, air flights, anything like that. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we have this Page of Cups returning. We have the Queen of Swords and the Tower. Okay, so that's interesting. I was not expecting to see the Tower, but it doesn't always go as expected here. I need to point something out. There's this repeating theme here. Do you see this person is working away late at night? Okay, they're burning the midnight oil. That's great, but it's also, I think with the Tower, telling you that there's going to be a change in the amount that you're working, or in the way that you handle stress, or the way that you handle work. I'm not concerned about the Tower in this case. Tower is really talking about an illusion that's being revealed to you. It's if you've been in a house of cards that's about to collapse and end, okay? But it's always a good sign, because it's not always a good sign, but it's always taking you where you need to go, which is to the star, and then following the moon and then the sun, right? And so for you, it's like there may be an upheaval, but ultimately it's part of the path that you're on here. Four of Wands, Queen of Swords. Interestingly enough, some of you may be really going after something here, like really being intent on building a foundation for yourself if you don't have one. With the Page of Cups, there's been like this energy of you building a creative solution or idea or project, or flexing a creative skill or talent or idea, and it looks like that's really nice, and I think it's going to even improve other areas of your life here, as you have the Six of Swords on the bottom, transitioning away from what you used to do, maybe transitioning away from overwork energy, over being overworked. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so you have the family room, you have main male, courtship, wealthy man, despair, and thief. Just as I said, there wasn't anyone challenging here. The Seven of Swords, thief, Tower. If there is a challenging person, that's with the High Priestess, that will be uncovered. Despair, not hiring. Do you see the not hiring in the background? Be careful of you falling into traps of it will never get better, or there will never be any more money, or don't use those language. Don't use the language like I can never catch a break. Okay, I'm telling you, it's not going to serve you well. It's really not. It's only going to make you feel sorry for yourself, which again, it's a self-perpetuating issue. It doesn't work. So catch yourself when you find yourself dipping into that language. I'm just being totally blunt with you. Wealthy man, male, family room, courtship. There's a big change in some area of your life here, and it's almost like you are moving through an ascension period. Okay, so that's kind of what I have here. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.